Hello, everyone. Just thought I'd pop on before I went to my scratcher. Another interesting day in the football world, isn't it? Not just Rangers, it's just I like the transfer window anyway, outside Rangers stuff. It's always interesting to see what other teams are going up to. I mean, it's a good game tonight, and it's Arsenal, who are my English team, against Inter Milan. An interesting game, that. There we go, that light, man. It'll be interesting to see how that one goes, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning my time, and I'm not waiting up for that one. Saying that, if I wake up for it, that's different. But I'm not sitting up for it. Should be, I know it's one of them, and it'll be a good game. This. Then again, look at the Rangers game tomorrow night. That's the other thing. It messes your body clock up. But it's certainly tomorrow. No Red Bull during the day, so I'll sleep tomorrow afternoon for a couple of hours, and I can make the Rangers game tomorrow night. Be interesting to see what the team will be, won't it? Like, it's got to be a lesser team, like, similar to Friday night's game. You know, because the league is nothing. The league is way prioritises over the Europa League, which we're out of. You know, we can't win it or can't go through the next round or whatever it is. So I get this play. Fringe players, you know, it's, you know, I know people say, I've posted about that. I mean, I posted about it a few hours ago. It's good for all of them. There's a gut feeling I feel so. I've got a feeling I'll see Lyle Cameron at Rangers again. I don't think he's in Danny's plans for the long term. So we'll see. It's let me see. I'm messing about a bit here. There we go. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I mean, I think that's a good one for all concerned, Kilmarnock and the wee man, because two Rangers men are, well, they're both Celtic fans growing up. But anyway, they played for Rangers. They know the score and all that stuff. They all look after the lad. And you know, Kilmarnock are in a dogfight. Kilmarnock are trying to stay up. No, it's from that point of view, that's you know, he's certainly be getting game time. Here's the thing: that Rangers, fans moan about us having so many loans. And you're like, if we send, as we have done, send Lyle Cameron to Aberdeen and Finlay Curtis to Kilmarnock, we are saying to them, look, you better be playing these guys, or we're not gaining them. Now, see this. I don't care about that this year. I could give a shit about that this year, Paul. I just want Rangers to win the league. I don't care about this coefficient stuff. I don't care about the money. I want to win the league. We've won it once in 15 years. So I made a post about it this morning. This coefficient stuff and the money. Who cares? I want trophies. We're going into the Europa League and the Champions League if we win it. It was interesting to see what's his name, the Jambo, the broadcaster. He's brilliant. Ewan Cameron said he feels that Rangers are now the favourites now. They've got a couple of injuries, suspensions. Celtic are, from what I see, is a mess. The entitlement is starting to rip out them. So mate, I just want to win the league. I could care less about Europe, and most Rangers fans are the same. It's who cares? I want to win the league. I don't want to be throwing players in and getting them injured out for the rest of the season for coefficient points for Aberdeen. I don't care. Just let's win the league. I sound a bit aggressive there, but it does it. My priorities are trophies, not coefficient points. You know, that'll take care of itself in the long run. But it's a good place to be, and there's confidence, and and the owners, man, the chairman, man, that's called what you call manning up. You know, he said, look, I'll look after you. He's basically like, I made a mistake, here you go. And he must be buzzing, man, and he'll be making sure Danny's got his players. It'll be nice what day is it today? What day is it? It's Tuesday, isn't it? I'm not going at my phone, my thingy, but I might change that. How do I... That's Tuesday. Oh, there's Stacey. I'm not bringing anyone else on tonight. I'm just doing this wee chat freely for myself tonight. If I've got somebody else on, I've got to stick to a pro. Oh, See, people are wanting Europe overrate the league. Get a fucking grip, eh? Jesus, fuck, man. Is it 40 mil, 50 million? Aye. But somebody wants to. We're already out of the Europa League, but people want to play a full strength team against them. Flipping heck, man. I know exactly, Colin. It's just. I want trophies, not coefficient points. Who gives a shite, man? Let's be honest. If we give people, probably will keep. So, right, listen, let's break this down. So, if we lose against some Tim Pot team on Tuesday, the league's over. Mental. Aye. Exactly. The league and the Scottish Cup are away. The League Cup as well is very important. Exactly. Aye, the league and the Scottish Cup and the League Cup are all more important than any European game. I love that wee pin bag. Aye, oh no, let's get coefficient points. For fuck's sake, man. But anyway, I know where most priorities are. So I hope these are all well. But it's let's hope we get another couple of signings in this week. I know a lot of places, and I read it all, are talking about who's going out. I don't really care who goes out at the moment. I'm just it's about who's coming in. Who's coming in and all that. Stacey, where are you? You go home all right. Stacey's just back from Australia, so where is she? Stacey's just back from Australia. I'm not going to work till next week or Friday or something like that. That's a smart day to go back to work, actually. It's Friday. Or is it Friday you go back to work, Stacey, or Monday? It's, aye, league is your bread and butter. It is. There's something happening here, Chris. It's just something happening. I mean, I don't want to jump the gun. I know. I mean, I don't believe in all that. Or you've jinxed it and all that. It's aye. Back Monday. Oh, so you get a full week of work. Aye. But all we need to do is win our own games. We all win our own games to win the league. Let's see, Ewan Cameron also. Ewan Cameron talks a lot of sense at the time, and I saw him in a podcast, or I think he's got a new radio show, isn't he? I like Ewan a lot. I think he's a good guy. He feels that we're the favourites now, and I don't want to. Right, the chap from Motherwell, I think he would be a good signing, both feet and all that. And I tell you what, if we get him, I think the Neil will be on his way out. We're not carrying 4 number 9s. I think there might even be. There'll definitely be a couple coming in because they've told us they're coming in. The Rangers have well, Danny's said, look, there's more to come. We're working hard, and remember, the 3 players have come in when they were asked by Rangers TV. When did it all start? And all that. It was weeks and ages to go. Laura Gray, is she still about that? That's her name. That's it. Just give me a second. Where's wee Laura? Laura Gray. I just told to God I didn't ban her by accident. Oh, aye. She is a great person. She's one of my favourite posters. But she disappeared a wee bit, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I've messed up. Because I can be a bit of a clown at times. How did I do that again? How did I get the... How did I do that? Right, 55 followers. How do I... Tools, settings... Laura Gray, that's her. I've been trying to find her for a while because she was a great poster. I'm here. Let's see. I'm here. I'm checking. I've not. She's not. Right. Okay. There was a lassie, Laura Gray. She was a great poster, but I've not seen her in a while. She's still here. Yeah, I think we're not carrying four strikers, and I know, man. Uh, well, let's buy him then. We've got money. That doesn't that's for all in the past. Money gets into trouble. We've got money now that's just, and this is a guy that could help win us a league and enter into the Champions League. So a 3 million player could help earn us at 50 million or 40 million, whatever it is, just from qualifying for the Champions League. Look, the owners have shown us that they're serious. And we've not got anyone from Scotland yet. And they said, well, looking at the Scottish thing, like I've said, I'm not that overly. There must be Scottish or that. I'm not the same as everyone. With that one, I'm just wanting the right players in. But it will help having Scottish players in. But at the same time, guys that have played in the Scottish League, that's a good one. Here's the odds, right? Let me see. Right. So we're third favourites. I'm not a gambler. I'd get money into that. It's just a nice feeling to be able to think like this. Super Ali scores again. I've got that. See the great Iversonia, man. I can't get that out of my head, man. It's just do us. I don't like doing this. Do us if you don't like my YouTube already. Do us that favour. Follow that there. It's quite easy. Frankie Gers, simple. All right, hang on. Oh, it's, no, Celtic have been the bookies' favourites. No, Celtic are the bookies' favourites. I know that one. I go for it, man. I'm not. I know. Shank, now that's a big blow to them. That's a big blow for them. Like, I'll try and look at it with blue tinted glasses on. That'll take a bit of wind out their sails. Their captain, their talisman, goal scorer. All round pain in the neck for opposing teams. But we're maxed out with Lonzo, mate. David, we've got six. All right, yeah, no, I think Celtic will be favourites all year, no matter what. Super, that's mad, isn't it? What's Alison saying to it? Ali's always with her. Then. Ali. So it gives you a good feel good factor. There could be that. They could be that as well, David. I mean, like if his agent's going to be saying go to Rangers because we're not a mess, and he will see the abuse that Celtic players and Celtic in general are getting off their fans. Whereas there's harmony amongst us. We're winning. We're the place to be. I know. I know. Ryan, the thing is, like, look, when we do the pre stakes and all that, do the rest of the podcasters do the thing tomorrow night. We'll all say Rangers can win. I know it's Europe tomorrow night, but say before the Dundee game, we'll say we can win it. But you know yourself, mate. See, when we've got 16 games, you think we can't win all 16. But then when you look at them individually, as long as we've got no mental injuries, you're like, well, you know what? It's good, isn't it? You can't trust it all the time. I mean, some of the stuff I pay for Chat GPT, but that's just for the videos in the morning. The photos. Because if you don't pay for Chat, I'm dribbling here. Chat GPT, you can only do 4 photos a day, and the photos in my video there, when I mess about them, sometimes one photo can take 7 or 8 attempts before it gets it to I want it. Oh, thank you, Gio. Aye, that'd be good. It takes you can't always takes a bit to get the photos right, and you only get 4 attempts in 24 hours. Yeah, exactly, Scott. Just do our own thing. The good thing is both of the other teams will drop points because, let me know, Motherwell and St Mirren are a pain in the neck for all three of us. They're good football teams and Hibs. Yeah, but did he get into the Rangers team? That's the other thing. I think so, Ryan. I tend to agree with there will be points dropped. It's a difficult ask. If it goes all the way without losing or winning all the way and winning, that's massive, man. That's absolutely massive. It just mental. Dashboard. I mean, I've got 1663 followers. See if I can get to 1690. Can't think what I think of that. No, I can't have. I don't have that on the page, mate. Jacko, do us a favour. Don't do that one on the page, matey. Morning, Jack. I do us a favour. Don't do the FPT stuff. Just it gets me into trouble, and it's not what I have on the page and all because I might be getting a sponsor, and I don't want that on the page. Get an interview at some point with an agency for all that stuff. But I know, Stacey, that's it, innit? It's like, the thing is, Gio, I feel it doesn't matter if it's a draw or nothing needs draw, Hearts win or Celtic win, it doesn't overly affect us if we just keep winning. You know what I mean? If that means it's I'm quite comfortable with all three results. The best results, nothing each, because we all know this is going to come down to it's highly likely, or a big possibility that this will come down to the last game of the season. It could be goal difference. Our goals are not. It's not the best. We've got Hearts. Okay, Scotty. I've got no. I know, mate. It's not. I know. Just. It's you know the score, mate. You know the score. No harm done. It's just a second away and do it on here. Oh, excuse me, but I picked my nose. You've always got to remember you're live, haven't you? You're like, sort of, I've had a few howlers on here, like. Anyway, it's all good fun. I remember another one. Wee Tam's not about at the moment. Remember go and follow Wee Tam's page on Facebook. Tam Talks Rangers. Tam's a good Danny Rowe. I know it's bro. Like, I was check that, man. I got caught in the sun today. That's if I was to pick either of them to win, it would be Hearts because they probably will follow me. It's a Celtic game, Hearts game. Where is it? Is it in Edinburgh or Glasgow? I know it's a big ask. It's a big ask, innit? It's Tam's just brilliant, man. That's what I love about the lads and lassies in the podcast. We've got the lassies, we've got Stacey that's commenting now. Mad Ali, Alison's great value. You should see her in we've got a wee WhatsApp group, man. It's just she's funny, but she's on point. And Tam's just brilliant. He's a young team. Tynecastle, thank you, David. I'm already there's Mr. Ibrahim, Nordine Mr. Ibrahimi. Yeah. So I always like to see you in there, sir. Right, it's in the Jambos. Danny wants him out, or he would have kept him. It's as simple as that, John. None of us here have got any reason to doubt Danny. I mean, there was somebody posted that it was terrible that he went. Well, get rid of Danny, then he's obviously made a huge mistake. You know what I mean? As a good team, and they're all got something to say, man. You know, there's no, and Scott Mackay that joined for the first time the other week. Some of you might know Scott from, if you're a Glasgow clubber back in the day, he was a resident at the Tunnel on Friday nights, and he's still there. DJ Scott Mackay, he's a big bear, he's a brilliant DJ. Tam's just a 19-year-old, young 19-year-old Paisley punter, loves the Rangers. And look, when Olsen was coming, Tam was on Skyscanner looking for private jets and all that. And he was thinking, I'm going to go over to Glasgow Airport and all that. I love that passion. Oh, I know, man. I know. It's just Ryan. It is right, Ryan, lad. It's just mad. Scotty's a South Sider, isn't he? Because me and Scotty, see, I'm going to do other podcasts away from Rangers. John Mancini's coming on. I think you know John from Colours. Me and John got on well. Like John's agreed, but I'm going to do that because when I get I've got a few quid coming from one thing and another. I'm going to upgrade everything because this camera is just my not iPad. What's it called? A laptop. It's just a normal camera, but I'm upgrading all my gear. I'll be getting the DJI stuff. I've been on YouTube looking at it, so I'm going to get a wee drone, the automatic drone. The camera is better, you know, it's 4K and all that, and the DJI microphones. So I think part of like I'm from Dumbreck, so it's yeah, Scott's a good guy, man. He's he's got a lot to say. I loved him coming on because I was a regular at the tunnel back in the 90s, and especially the Friday with him and Michael Kilkett, and so I saw Scott at the tunnel reunion just before I come over here, November. So come on to your podcast. So what I'm saying is me and Scott are going to do it won't be a live podcast. We'll record it and talk about these DJing and all that. Obviously, the Rangers will come into it because, aye. I know, it's just, it is, man. Aye. Colours. John's John's a massive Celtic fan, but he's a good guy and he's not commented on the page, but he's messaged me a few times saying, good job and all that, but I like John, aye. I know the Friday nights were brilliant. I like Saturdays and all with Colin and wee Stevie, but it was just brilliant, man. See the other one I was in. It's an absolute sweatbox. I go into nightclubs here in Thailand, and you've got to put a hoodie on because it's that cold with air conditioning. But air conditioning's very expensive for a club, and see the price, see the electricity. Our electricity bill here. I mean, it's only £100 a month, but 80% of it is from the air conditioning units. The tunnel was brilliant, man. Best club ever. Scott's a good guy, man. You know he loves the Bears, likes a beer as well. Aye. You had to be well dressed, didn't you? I was lucky because I was good pals with Kilkie, so we used to get in with him for free. Or there was also a back door as well. They used to get in because remember Glasgow back then. You had the 1 o'clock curfew, but we used to be able to get in round the back in the fire escape. But but it was a different crowd. I like the both of them. I prefer the tunnel. I was a tunnel person. No, the Archies was good. Archies was different, but the thing is, the tunnel had a reputation for being snobby and all that, but wasn't he? Once you were in, I mean, they were picky on the door. I remember me, Michael, Kilkie and all that. We used to drink in the candy bar on Saturdays. We used to in the all day Saturdays in wherever Michael's DJ we were going. Okay, that's good to know. Somebody else mentioned that, but aye. But you all know I kind of diverse now and again as well, and I don't make any. That's why, and I know Stacey's on and that's why some nights I just like coming on myself because I'll chat here for the next 5 minutes, the next 2 hours. I don't know. It's 10:20 at night here, and the thing is, the cat is lying on my pillow in my bed, and she's like that. I'm scared to move her. No, not at all, man. The Archies was. I mean, you didn't wear good clothes in there, but had some good lock-ins in there and all, man. If I remember, I shouldn't really say that. I'll leave that at that. Yeah, it's sad to see what's happened to the Archies, man. Made it into a bowling thingy, but I remember talking to Ricky about it, McGowan, and he's like that. They won't. That. I think it won't last as a bowling green either. A bowling rink either. I don't think anyway. I mean, it's a great space, but 25 degrees here, partly cloudy. There's a few on 80 people on. It's good, isn't it? My numbers are going up. My numbers are pretty mental. I had 1.8 million people on the page the other day, man. It's quite. I'll admit. See at times. See when I look at the numbers, I get a bit. It's a bit weird at times. So uncomfortable, but aye. On you go. No problem, Mr. Pure Loyalist. Aye. What happened? Right, Ryan. I know what you mean, but what happens if they win as a league? Because you think about it, we've got these loan players in, and they can build the foundations to build for next year. It was the right thing to do, right, John? Because I'll see these guys. I just ban them. I don't always stick about. I just awful on. It was absolute bollocks that, I know, because I remember talking to McGowan about Ricky, and it's like, aye, I know. Well, John, like I said, John, I'll be doing a podcast with John once I get all my new equipment and all that. I've got a better camera, webcam, and all that. I remember Brad Pitt as well. Jamiroquai. Who else has been in there? Loads, man. Gerald Butler was a regular before he was famous. All right, Anwar. Gerald Butler was a regular. Yeah, then there's all the gangsters and all that, but they were always all right with us, to be fair. But it was good, the DJ box and the free bevy. But anyway. Bjorn, yeah. There was loads, man. The tunnel was a place, man. I remember talking about the Fubar, right? Michael was Kilkie was DJing there on a Saturday night, and Lindy's partner, Linda, his wife, me and Linda are brilliant pals. Me, him, and my pal Gregsy, Mark Greg, you'll see comment. We sat in the candy bar all day, then we were fruity stalling in the train. Michael was DJing, and the DJ box were all bollocks and all that. And I remember the smoke machine, I got hold of it. I'm just, I remember being back at an after put and listening to these. I'm going to remember them live, so I'll stop. You know what it was like in the 90s in the kitchen at 7 in the morning, talking about how the moon landings were faked and all that stuff. Brilliant, man. It was good times. Thing is, it was before the. I don't blame the kids with the camera phones now and the parties and all that. But see people that film people or photograph people that are out their dial and post it online, you're a grass. An absolute stinking wolf of a grass. Because somebody's boss could see that on Monday, like, come here, you. The Brilliant Sundays, man, aye, with Big Trevor. Brilliant, man. Brilliant one at Ian, just at the kitchens, man. It was just, oh, where did we? I've told this story before, but he's not. I don't think he's in here now. But my mate Mark Gregory, we're at Turn on a Friday night, and we went to an after party in Nithsdale Road, and it was a big posh house. You know, posh house. I'm from there. Just my house, my old house before I moved to Troon wasn't far from it. I went to Nithsdale Road Primary School, nursery school. And I couldn't find Greg's, and it was like 8 in the morning. I was like, right, we need to go up the road, man. I couldn't find him. And this house next to the kitchen had a room with a washing machine in that. And I went in there, and there's Gregsy. He's got an apple in his head. There's a guy with an air rifle pointing at him. I was like, right, up the road. I just see it right to back Thursday night to play the same team as Friday. Oh, thank you, Andrew. I might go and watch that actually. Oh no. Oh, it was brilliant, man. It was absolutely brilliant, man. Those times were just great. And like I say, I don't blame the kids with the camera phones, but I hate when you see John Mancini. He's massive on this. He said that. Why post a filter Sunday at an after party? You know, I don't want to say it loud. Well, no, it's crap that. Because see, if we had them back in the day when I was there, I wouldn't go on the dance floor and all that because I've been too self-conscious. Whereas nobody cared back in the day. It was all hugs and all that. Best part, aye. Greaves was brilliant, man. I love Greaves. What Anwar? What was the guy? The man? I think he was a manager downstairs. He was there for decades. He was a guy down the stairs. I remember he sold me my first goalie gloves when in about 1982, and I remember seeing him in the 2000s, and he was still there. Is he in it? It is. Aye. Oh, aye, the Tunnel Bar 3, they used to be in, they used to put them in there. Big, what was his name? What was the manager's name? He used to put them in there. It is snitch behaviour. It is snitch behaviour. Let people, I don't want, you know what I'm trying to say without saying it. Don't, just let people enjoy themselves. Oh, I think so. I mean, let's be honest, right? These players right now are punching above their weight. And if they win the league, they're going to be absolute legends. The manager's going to be a legend. The chairman's going to be a legend for the start we had on the pitch. It'll be amazing if we do it. The thing is, I'm at the stage now. If we don't win it, we're disappointed. Oh, definitely, Blair. Definitely, Blair. Like again, here's the thing, Blair. If we had camera phones back then, we would have taken the photos. But aye. But I'm glad they didn't. I was in M8 3 times, and I'll be honest with you, I'm quite glad those photos aren't available now. Because I think you'll know, the guy going PR Mickey. It's Mickey McMonagle. He was the editor of M8 at the time, or the clubs section. So that's Mickey McMonagle. That's who's backs me. He's now a PR guy. Got a very successful PR company, but if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing this. He's pushed me. Aye. Greaves is a great sporting institution in Glasgow. Brilliant. And I know they sort of lean towards the blue side of Glasgow as well. Right good Glasgow family. I mean, I remember back getting the Nike Tempos, the gold ones, the gold swoosh, the best boots ever, and the Roush goalie gloves. Before I played, because I played for Glasgow schools, South Primary Schools and goals. Aye. I know, man. Blair, you know the score, man. We had good times now. I loved every second. I can't remember a lot of it, but it was good. But the after parties, man. You can't. I can't tell these stories. My kids might see this, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've done it all over the world. No, it was thingy that had it first. What was it called? I can't mind. But it was, and it was Ron McCulloch bought it off. Oh, what's his name? They had the living room and all that, and then Stephen King bought it after and sold it. I actually think Stephen King owns the Evolution, the Tunnel is. I think he still owns the building. No, I don't think they did, man. No, I can't say that. I nearly said something about Michael J. Fox. Oh no, I thought London was the first to get it because of the IRA. London, that's why we were the most CCTV country in the world. Is because I don't really want to go down this political thing, but it was because of the IRA and putting the bombs. Because you never see in England for years, you never had dustbins and train stations, especially in London, because that's where they used to drop their bombs. But anyway, I don't want to go down that route. That's another. Aye. What was it? What was in the Airdrie, the club in Airdrie, Universe? I think Scott Mackay that's on the podcast, he was there and all. Aye. And it is, Scott, it is sticking in. When you see people at Glastonbury or it doesn't matter where, and somebody's, he's dial, you're a fucking wronging man. The thing is, Blair, see when Bonkers first opened, I'm pretty sure it was 21s. It was really hard to get into. And it was quite posh then. They dropped the age group, then it was Fridays when all the office workers getting, what was it, £1 a pint or whatever, man. Aye, Cardinal Falls, just before my time. And what was the other one? The Warehouse, wasn't it? It was the Warehouse in Glassford Street. Aye, with Universe, it was Ron McCulloch, the Tunnel lot that owned that as well. Aye. Cat. This cat will be in here in a minute because there's a hamster. You okay? You feel okay? You feel better? It's just the wife. She's been ill today. She's fighting the cat. You can't do that. She likes the cats like her too. But the thing is, one of the cats is all over me, and she's jealous. The wife. My mate Brian Wilson was the resident DJ on Saturday nights for years. I know Universal's Coatbridge, Airdrie. Yeah, George, you know the Grange Hotel in Coatbridge? That was my uncle's. See the flat I had, that was his. That's who I got it off of. Uncle's, the Grange Hotel, that was my uncle's. He bought it in about 1981, 82, and it was derelict. Right, for all Bonkers had a reputation as a stab joint and all that, I never did any trouble. We weren't in it that often, but aye. It was huge, wasn't it, man? Massive. Aye. I think there was a few divorces happened there. This is good chat, like it's good. Like I say, anyone that's new to the page, sometimes if I've got all the other team on the podcast is Rangers, but I kind of tend to wander off at times, and it's good chat like with you guys and girls. There's two cats. Where's the small one? Is it one still through here? Bedroom. Come here, come here. Oi. Come on. No, it's not come. Aye, it's good food. They're calling it a good food. Aye, like he died. He was the first guy in Ayrshire to die of COVID. Tiger Tim. Aye. Sub club. Aye, sub club still going strong, man. Harry and Dominic. Excuse me. Tuxedo Princess. That's right. Aye, that was rough. I think it's in Newcastle now, isn't it? Aye, Slav Friday night, but it's Harry and Dominic. Brilliant. How proper house music, man. Right up my street. I've got loads of live DJ sets online that I recorded DJing in bars and clubs around here in Thailand. The Food Bar. I was only in it once with Michael, like with Kilkie, like it was good. Good night. And Greg said, oh, "Do you know what? You know when you start scratching your eye and you're like, it feels good, but and you can't stop. Stop." But Glasgow was a great night out. I've been all over. I know I sound like a bit of a walloper when I say this. I've been all over the world, like 140 odd countries, and like Glasgow was brilliant back then. I know it's changed now, but the Tunnel was my all-time favourite club. But I'm married, mate. I'm deleting that. I'm married, mate. The wife's 6 feet away from me. The Savoy. I've never actually been in. I was in the Metro a couple of times, but the thing is, see, when the Metro that was in its prime, I was in the Royal Navy, so I was based down in Portsmouth. I was up London a lot. I was in the Ministry of Sound and the Garden Club and that as well. Platties as well. But the best club I've been to after the Tunnel was in Singapore, Zooks in Singapore, man. The original ones down by the river, it was brilliant, but the new one, me and the wife were there not long ago. And you all know the rules in Singapore. You can't get, you know what, and the atmosphere in the place was unbelievable, man. I know you're fine, Ian. I know it was a throwaway comment, but it's my kids might read this. Pompey, well, this was the 90s. That was all right, man, Pompey. But I wasn't really a Metro guy. The music wasn't quite my thing. I'm house music, you know. I don't like I like the bangers and all. Yeah. No, I'm married. What? How long were you married? How long were you together? How many years? How long were you together? Mama? Me and you. How long this one? How many years together? She can't work. How many? 20 years together with my wife. She's laughing at me. Today she couldn't fart. She couldn't dod. Dod means fart in Thai, but I know she's good. She's funny. Oh, brilliant, isn't it, man? Brilliant. You know, shenanigans. We had a brilliant time in Glasgow, man. It's right, okay. Right, here, the thing is, that's in Samui. I couldn't do an outdoor thing here because of the heat. It's sweating. I'm going to sound like a complete stop here. Number one, I like clubs. Indoors. Look, the Tunnel, like 200, 300, 400 people, low roof. The thing is, a lot of I'm going to sound like a snob here. See the backpackers, I'm not the biggest fan of backpackers. Not as an individual, but that whole thing, that whole hippie, they've watched the beach and think it's real, but I know she's good, she's funny, the wife. The thing is, at the moment, she sleeps in the daughter's room at the moment, not because there's anything bad with us, it's just because I freeze our bedroom. But no, she's good. Her food's amazing, man. And she's good. I know what you mean, Stacey. Well, that was a bit after my time. I say I'm 51, so I moved to Holland in 1999, 2000. No crap, just after 9/11, whatever that was. So I was there 3-4 years, then moved here, Thailand. So Thailand's got great clubs. The wife there, she's in the kitchen. I'll tell you, and you've all done this. Right, how do I word this one? It was a Friday, and we were living in Patty at the time, and the kid weren't about. And it was a Friday, 4 o'clock. She came out of the shower and she put these wee combats on, a wee white t-shirt on, and I had jeans on and that. She said, "Let's go to Bangkok." And Bangkok's from Patty about 2 hours, and it was the best night out of our life. We're up to Soi 11. Soi 11 is there's a lot of areas in Bangkok. So went for food, and then it was just, you know when all the ducks are lying, and it was just a brilliant night. And there was a bar, a nightclub down Soi 11 called Bed Supper Club. Google it. It's long gone now, but it was just a brilliant night. And we came out there about 4 a.m, and then went to another after hours club, and it was actually called the Tunnel. And we were in there, and we did what ravers do. But it was housey night, but you know what I mean? You don't. And then I remember coming out, and there was a taxi that said, if you get us to Patty in an hour and a half, I'll give you double the money. It was 1,000 baht, 2,000. So I was giving him about 50 quid for and that's double more or less. And I remember looking at the clock, and it was 160 kilometres an hour, so that's over 100 hours on this. Listen, right, some of the backpackers are great. I actually had this conversation tonight with one of the lads from Swindon that lives here. He owns hostels, actually. So the last backpacker I really had interaction with was in Cambodia. I was in Phnom Penh. So it's these bars, right, and you're looking onto the Mekong Delta and all that. And it was great. It was like Friday night. It was kind of like dusk, so the sun's going down and all that. I could talk to him and what is it? Huh? Oh, she got me a lasagna. Thank you. We lasagna's out the 7-Eleven. The thing is, that's hotter than the sun right now, so I'm going to wait. But I had this backpacker, right? And I got talking to him, and he said, look, I'm a GAP student. And he was like, and he turned, and I must have given off a vibe of, I said, no, it's okay. And I got on really, really good, well with him. And he said, and he was out there. He said he was doing the backpacker thing, so he didn't. He didn't have a lot. So basically, I offered to pay his check bin. I offered to pay his bar bill, which was it was only $1 a beer there, so and it wasn't much, but he wouldn't have it. And I was like, fair enough. And then, do you know what he did? He said, right, I'll see you another day. And he told me to go to the Killing Fields the next day, and that was horrific. But anyway, and I had one more beer. The guy paid my bar bill at the bar. I think it's only four beers, and then I don't know if you know Cambodia. There's two currencies. There's the local currency. I can't remember what it's called, and US dollar, and it was only $1 for a Cambodia. I can't remember what it was. The Cambodian beer. And I thought that was pretty. John, I'm about 140 countries or something like that. I don't know. It's long gone. The thing, I think it's a Holiday Inn there. It's now, John. But that was. I think that was sold. It was the biggest sale of land in Thailand for years. It was massive because you know what it was. It was prime location. I had a great night, but that's that. Sorry, what was that called? You can only come in for 4 weeks. No, 60. I came in for 60 days. But your cousin will sort you. But then I went to the Killing Fields the next day, right? That wasn't good at all, because it's not that big. It's only about the size of probably Ibrox. If you're inside Ibrox, the actual Killing Fields, the one that's in the movie, the famous one, it's only about the size of the footprint of the stadium and probably the blue track around it. I was in tears, but then because you get a thingy on a headset, and it's the guy that's narrating it. Family were wiped out. If you've got kids about, don't listen to this, but there's a tree. You know what? You can Google it. It's not nice. I don't want to really talk about that, but it's where they couldn't afford bullets, so the kids. Anyway, but yeah. Now, well, I've got a retirement visa, so I need to do it 90 days. Your cousin, the visa laws in Thailand, I better be careful what I say because I can't get in trouble. Your cousin will sort it, but the visa laws have changed recently, so I'll say that. Yeah. Aye. Trin was a good night out back then, right? The 7-Elevens in Thailand are absolutely brilliant. She loves her Italian food. Remember, I put up a post about Lingard. I did one of my morning posters about Lingard, how we should go for him. He's free, and I think he was only about 25 grand a week in Cambodia, South Korea. Right, I don't want to spill it. It's a wee lasagna out the 7-Eleven. They're only tiny. The food out the 7-Elevens are brilliant, man. I had seaweed. If you go into my personal page, hang on, I'll put the banner up. See that banner? That's my Facebook, my normal thing. Just follow us on that. I posted a pic of me tonight eating Pringles, seaweed flavour. Pringles or Lay's, whatever it is. Lingard, now he's a good player, man. I know what you mean about all that, but he makes a thought. If you Google it, he makes absolute mega bucks from his absolute mega bucks from him. But if he's on his game, he's a good football player. Well, I'd say I did a video ages ago. Should we go for him? I get quite a good response. I thought it was a no-brainer. Free senior player. I know I do get there's a bit of baggage with him, but he did well over here. Caviar. I've had caviar before. It's awful, man. You've got to eat caviar off a certain stick, isn't it? It's what's it made of? Ivory or something like that, isn't it? Not ivory. It's something like that. You can only eat it off certain utensils. It's not that you don't use a spoon or a normal spoon or that. We're going in the right direction, those Rangers, man. It's just a nice feeling in it. Because the thing is, a lot of Rangers fans, myself included, are still scarred from the last 15 years. You know, there's still. That's why when I see people on the page doubting what's going on, or not doubting it, but with a bit. How do you put it? Not negative. Well, not negative. They've just. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? I understand it. I understand it. Yeah. You know, no, I thought you think your name's Ian. It's not. I am the Walnut. That's a good name. But Mr. Walnut, I've got no doubt Rangers have been offered him, and Rangers have looked at him. And I think if we wanted him, he'd be here by now because he's a free. I think he's living in Dubai and he's doing. You know, they'll go to that school, that training place in Dubai. You know, because let's see Olsen, man. Like, I was out. Yeah, when I get bored, I just go out on the motorbike. It's a scooter, it's a Honda PCX, but Ty's called them motorbikes. I go out on the motorbike, and where I live is brilliant. Like, I up and found a Thai third division stadium the day and all that. Up the mountain, well, I didn't go up the mountain, but down the beach about 4 or 5 times. So I was thinking about the Olsen. It's decades, 12, 13, 14, 15 years since we signed a player at that level. And the buzz around them. Let's be honest, when we signed Kent full time, we're like, this is a player. And he was for a while. Then Kent's a kind of Jesse Lingard type in a roundabout way. He's just. Churchill, Jason, that's long gone. No, it was here as a party had it. No, Jason, I've been in it, but he get rid of it. He's get rid of it, but it's. Aye. No, he doesn't. It's party. It's just up the road here. I'm about an hour from party. No, I rode a drink one, but I know Jason is. I know. Oh, absolutely. Every player's got a. We all know that. We all know, but let's see what happens in it. Aye, no, Churchill's it didn't last long. He changed it quite quickly into an expat store. Like it's, I don't know what the story is, but I know he's still in party. Like, there's another guy that's been on a lot of podcasts that I'll be doing a podcast with over here. He's been on a lot. He's been all the big podcasts, and he's me and him are going to do a thing about his life and party. You know, he's a great guy, big man. Yeah, I think we'll get a striker. And number 9, a striker. But the thing is, with Olsen, excuse me, and if we get the boy from Motherwell, that's the players that get in behind as well for Majovsky and Chermiti. It's just going well in it, man. Let's be honest. Sorry, we've ridden our luck a wee bit, but who cares, man? You need to ride a bit of luck to win, and we deserve it. Exactly. It is, isn't it? It is a good feeling, John. There's my normal Facebook page under there in the ticker. Just if you want to just type in Frankie Troon like that and you'll find it just follows on there. If you add us as a friend, I'll accept and all that. But so not every post goes public for obvious reasons, like pictures of my grandson and that. The reason being, as a Celtic fan, said stuff that it should be in jail for, in all honesty. But aye. Yeah, it does. And if we need to pay, we're going to have to pay over the odds. Just pay it, man. I know he's out, man. That's bad for Hearts. 68 weeks. I mean, that will take the wind out of their sail as well. That will take the wind out of the sail of the Jambos as well. There is a tiny bit of me feel sorry for them because any Jambo I know is a great guy, and I'm sure a lot of you know that are regulars. There's a couple of Jambos comment now and again, and they're real nice guys, man. Really, really nice guys. I've got no issue with the Jambos. Condo, same as the Americans call them, condo, or well, they call them apartments. I think Florida they call them condos, but condos. It's flats. Flats a condo, aye. Condo. We stayed in a few condos. How many condos have we had? 2. Aye. As everyone will tell you, James, I'm never wrong. That's a joke, by the way, before anyone jumps on that. I've got more people watching on Twitter than I have all the other things. 45 on Twitter, 15 on YouTube, and 15, 18 from the pages just jumped. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone that's following, by the way. It's pretty cool, man. No, he's injured. He's out, man. That'd be mental. He's signing him now. In the summer, I would have him, but not now. No, you don't buy a player because any player we buy right now, you can't buy them with if they've got a couple of weeks, all right, but not 8 weeks. You know, and that's the neighbour's cat, the big neighbour cat. Aye, I would. Aye, and it would come as well. 1 second, this cat's getting a bit lively. What's wrong? Where are you? What's wrong? You okay? Come back. Oi. I'm back. Sorry, just when the cat gets a bit, just make sure she's all right. I've burnt my feet today as well, like a right stiff. I think so, absolutely. I mean, we all know Shanklin is me and you. What? So you can hear that cat. Yeah, she's cool, that one. She's weird with me, though. The thing is, there was one night, I was late at night, and the wife doesn't like the cats going out at night because you've got snakes and stuff here. And she tried to escape, and I slammed the door. I did slam it. I caught her leg in the door, and you know when cats give that horrible shriek, and she's always been a bit wary. I was gutted, man. She's a bit wary of me, which is... She wants out. Aye, that's the time here now. I'm 7 ahead, aye. It's a pain in the neck, though. It's not a pain in the neck. It's a nice way to live. But look, Rangers getting the midweek games. It's 3 in the morning. I've got a few of them, aye. You got a Honda PCX, a Honda Lead, and there's another one out there, Scoopy or something like that. It's knackered. I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm going to get a Honda ADV in a couple of weeks. I'm out in it all day, man. They call them motorbikes here, but it is a scooter, essentially. But the first rule I tell people ask me advice in Thailand, there's a few things. Number one, don't overthink it. Don't listen to idiots in TikTok. They're clueless. These guys are here once and know it all. I've been here 20 odd years, and see any of my mates, all of us expats have been here years. The first thing we'll tell you is we'll not get a clue about the place. My main one is don't hire a motorbike or a scooter. I don't care if you're the best driver in the world. Thais are something like the second worst drivers in the world, and I see it. And the other thing is, if and when you come off it, your life changes. Number one, the people you rent it off will get their money off you, right? I don't care what you say, oh, I'm not paying it up. You will. Read into that, but you will, right? Even if you go to the police. Number two, your health insurance isn't covered, and the bill will be massive. There isn't a week. There's one popped up today. A GoFundMe for a guy to come off a bike, and he's a pretzel. That's terrible to say, but please don't hire a motorbike if you come here. If you're going to hire a car, go to the post office in the UK and get an international driver's license. No bother. The thing is, I totally, utterly get the motorbike thing. It's brilliant driving around. But I'm covered because I've got medical insurance over here. But see, at the same time, if I come off, I've got a problem. I know, but I would just please, if anyone ever comes to Thailand, don't, and make sure you. And this is a dodgy one to say. If you're coming over here, your American shoes, make sure you've got the return as well. As in, if the worst happens, you can get back to the UK because I think it's 25 grand. If not, it's just the one Stacey. I'll try and get him. I'll try and get him. Hang on. What's wrong? Right. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. You want mama? Come on. What? Got the one that's scared of me. Say hello. But aye, no, the cat's all right. I know. I understand. But she's purring. But she wants to go into the room, the spare room where the wife is. But there's a cat there she doesn't get on with. So, eh? Who's that? Who's that? Watch this. She'll take a swipe out with her. I guess there's a hamster in here as well. I know. All right, right, come on. When you go. Aye, there we go. But I know. But the thing is, putting them out at night because you see snakes all the time. You see snakes. I think there's 20 species of snake here that will kill you. Aye, she's cool, man. She's all right with me. We just that night, man, and you know the noise cats made. That it was horrendous. I felt bad, like, and she's been a bit wary with me since, but I don't know. Aye, I know, and it, John. Nah, she's one of those, you know, those scratch things. She was sleeping there actually. But cats are cool. And you've got the dogs here as well, the wild dogs. We're called the stray dogs. They're called soy dogs, but they're all right. And if any of you remember from years before I moved here, I lived next to about 2,000 wild macaques, man. So I used to go around and feed the monkeys every day. I'm sure some of you saw that back in the day, didn't you? Me feeding the monkeys. There's a website. Hang on, I'll try and find it. Hang on, where's that? Hang on, where is it? I can't even find it, man. But I've got. Where am I? I'm here. I'm just trying to find it. Where's that account? But I'm sure some of you saw my monkey videos years ago. I used to feed. Well, not years ago. Just. All right, Rob. How you doing? All right. I think he's blocked me for some reason, and the party are loyal for whatever reason. I don't know why, but fair enough, man. I know. I think he's as good. Like it's a bit of a sweatbox. Like on match day, it's busy because it's busy and it takes ages to get served. But I know there's a good bunch of people in there. I think he's mobbed in match day, and you got they show all the sports, don't they? Good sass. But if I'm in Pie, I'll watch it in Wetherspoons along the road, down the other end. Peter, Stealth Gary, the only person I've got on the page that is actually admin is Gary. He doesn't do anything, it's just there in case I get blocked or something like that. He lives above Wetherspoons. Oh, I'm not sure we'll put his address, no bother, but he lives near Wetherspoons. The food in Wetherspoons is brilliant. It's not a UK Wetherspoons, it's a guy, I think he's from London. So he's a West Ham fan and Rangers fan. He's a good guy, yeah. He's got a corner for us to watch the football. The food in there is brilliant. It's great for people watching. It's big. It's got, like any sports bar, it's got loads of the tellies, and he's got Aussie rules on, American football, ice hockey. You get the score. The food's great as well. On the local team, Rayong, that game the other night was brilliant. Right, this is a question I get. The level's not. I would say the level my team are at is Ayr United, right? But if Ayr United were a yo-yo team in the Premiership, Ayr would beat them, I would think. But they're a yo-yo team, but they're punching the day because that game the other night was brilliant, man. They went 2-0 down after 10 minutes, and me and the two guys off of the Ray Young FC English fanzine. This could be bad. They were 3-2 up by half time and 1-5-2, and it was brilliant. The actual owner of the club and the president, Mr. President, I always call presidents Mr. President. They were in with the fans next to us, just jumping about mad. It was good. There's a good sense of community about amongst them, and there's quite a lot of expats go as well. I don't know any of them, and the locals really like that. They're always high-fiving us and all that, and it was good because you know what? When I was watching the game, it was Sunday night, wasn't it? Sunday night, I was like, "This is why you love football." You know what I mean? Listen, it wasn't Barcelona, Real Madrid, but it was guys working hard, and it was just good because they weren't expected to win that. Because Ray Young are now 6th in the league in the Thai. It's the top league's called the Thai First Division. Aye, and their aim is to stay up. You know, a kind of Falkirk type. Well, Falkirk haven't been up for ages. You know what I mean. Dundee United maybe, but their whole thing is to stay up, and yeah, they're playing one of the. I think there's 5 or 6 Bangkok. Well, I think there's 4 Bangkok teams in the first division. They're playing one on, I think it's Saturday, and you know what? I might go on the supporters bus with one of the lads from the Ray Young fanzine, the English fanzine. I might go because it's less than £3 to get in. The bus will probably be a £5. They're coming at a £5, and it'll be good. Listen, John. The thing about living here, I'm not saying everyone. People think, oh, you're in Thailand, you're on holiday. It's not holiday. When I get bored to tears at times, I'm actually forward for a couple of jobs as well in the region, and hopefully I get one soon because I get quite bored. You guys on the page keep me on my toes, and like when I do the morning video, you know, the one that goes live at 8 o'clock. It's only I always do just a minimum of 8 minutes. The reason 8 minutes is because that means you're fully monetized on YouTube. I mean the full Monty. So that's why sometimes you see me adding on like iBook Sony for a minute and a half. It's to go over that just to be straight with you. With the video, because I do a lot of the what's it called? The AI pictures and all that. The video and me are not AI. I'll never ever do that. And I will never ever put a Rangers player, a Rangers player, if you know what I mean, as in, say we've got a potential income and I won't put him in a Rangers strip. I think that's wrong to do. Anyway, but the video from when I leave here and come back, whether I do it up the mountain over that way or go down the beach, from going out the door and coming in, it's about 2 hours. Going out the door, coming back and editing, it's about 2 to 3 hours. But I enjoy doing it because the photos I do can take, sometimes the pictures I do, like the AI photos I do of like Celtic fans or a player and all that, they can take a while to do because AI doesn't always get it right. Like I say, I pay for ChatGPT, it's £20 a month because you get unlimited pictures there. Because if you don't pay for ChatGPT, you only get about four a day, and that like one photo, like the thumbnail that takes it between 5 and 10 attempts for it to get it right. That's good, Ronnie. Aye. I mean, they're good, and like I say, they're very family orientated, and these guys and lasses love their football. You know, they really do. And you get to know people. You can tell people know each other. You'll see a guy. I'll post him every time. As the cowboy guy, and he's been there years, man, years. But I like seeing us, and you saw there's no pie stall. The club itself doesn't sell food or you know, a pie and bottle, so to speak. But you just go outside and you get a beer. You get it in a plastic tumbler. You can bring it in. They always put ice in your beer because it's cold, hot quite quick. And it's Thai food, street food, pisshead food. You know, it's chicken and a stick and all that. And it's not even 10 pence. You know, and it's great. Okay, I mean, let's say I do get bored at times, but I like it. It's good waking up with the sun. Do you know what I'm looking forward to? Since I've started this, see when rainy season starts, I'm going to go out when I'll do these, but I'll do it in the porch when there's a major thunder and lightning going for it. Aye, it doesn't. See this time of year, you know, what's the temperature now? Right, it's 25 outside, but it probably feels at 23. See, when I went down the beach the other night, a couple of nights ago, or 2 weeks ago, I had to wear a hoodie to drive down there because it was that when I say cold. But the wife went out the other night. I must have been about this time. I think she went to 7-Eleven. No, she did. She went for the 7-Eleven when she came back and her hands were freezing. Aye, right. This is a good one. There's a myth about Thai food. Thai food is such a broad church. It can be spicy as in or no spicy. Especially the Thai green curry. A Thai green curry is essentially a stew. It's if you put in it, if you want to put chilies in it, put chilies in it. If you want to put chicken, pork. Because my wife does one for me. The one she does is with coconut milk, chicken, and some vegetables. I don't like cooking, but it's not spicy at all. But she only makes it about every 4 or 5 weeks. Because if I had it all the time, it'd be boring, wouldn't it? You get used to it. But a chicken fried rice is nice, and an omelets are. I've done them. I've done them. Go to my YouTube. Right, hang on. Go to my YouTube, and there's a playlist Thailand. Simple as that. They're all on there. Off, John. Absolutely. The only thing that worries me is the roads. There's no trouble here, man. But a Thai green curry isn't. It's a general thing. It can be anything. That, like I say, it can be, a red curry is spicy, but a green curry's. I don't like pad thai, all that stringy stuff. Is. I go in there as. But here, like I said to people, don't hire a motorbike when you're here or a scooter. If you do, make sure you've got eye protection on all the time. During the day, you're likely to have sunglasses on, but see at night, even if you don't wear glasses, you also clear safety glasses. If you've not got any, buy them at the markets for a pound. The reason being, when this happened to me, we went through there, me and my wife, we lived in the party at the time, and we'd been into town for, I think we'd been at King's Seafood down Walton Street, motorbike home at night, dark. We're sitting at a junction, and there was a motorbike in front of us with a barbecue on it, the charcoal. I didn't think of it. I didn't have glasses on, and he pulled away and an ember went into my eye, and it was horrible. And also, I've been hitting the shoulder with bats and stuff like that driving home. But it's not just that; you've got the bugs. If the bug goes in your eye, always wear glasses, even if you're out at night. But like I say, don't hire a motorbike. But I know loads do. But always have eye protection on. I like Indian food as well. One of the bars I drink down the beach here called Purple Haze. The owners are half Thai Indian. Absolutely brilliant people. And their foods, the dog's dangleberries, whether it's Thai. They do chops, just a proper pork chop, but they take the bone off it with chips. You wait for it, but it's nice. And they did put this powder on it that was a bit too spicy. A bit too spicy for me, but yeah. But I've never felt unsafe here ever. But I know, man. There's loads of people on YouTube, experts in Thailand, but like I say, I don't know. I don't have the first clue of it. I watch some of these people and I get angry. The reason I'm hardly on TikTok now is because my timeline was these young kids, and it's the 7-Eleven stuff. Like, into the 7-Eleven, filming himself making, the big gulps and all that, and that lava cake and all that. You're like, you are so sad. It's so sad, and it just annoyed me. And they're saying stuff. And do you know another one that bugs me? See, having your top off in Thailand is offensive to Thais. Not at a beach, not at a swimming pool, but walking around without your top on, and you've got loads of them now, the tops off Tommies, as we call them. And they'll say, well, nobody's ever said anything to me. Aye, there's a reason for that. The Thais, it's called Thai face. They won't say it to you, but it is offensive. Google it. It's all there, or ChatGPT or whatever. And it's these guys, and they're professing to be experts in it. They're walking around Sukhumvit, Lower Sukhumvit in Bangkok with a top off. Like, you're an absolute clown. I hate them, man. It's all they're doing is they're doing it for clout. They're trying to stay here and all that. And some of the stuff I see them talking about how cheap it is and all that. I'm like, Thailand, if you want to be cheap, it's cheap. But I tell you what, it's not a nice life. Not a nice life at all. Scrimping and scraping in a country like this, nah, no thank you. Go home. I sound like a bitter and twisted old expat, don't I? But there's too many. Like I say, I enjoy TikTok. If you know, I've got that shark video I've got, which is, there's more to come from that, but I'm doing it very professionally because it could be an evergreen, as they call it on YouTube, because I found more videos of me feeding those sharks in the Mediterranean offshore, which is mental. So I've got about 20 minutes worth that I didn't know I had. And as if you'll know my TikTok, I've got 20 million views or something on the sharks. And I reckon that shark video that went viral of mine, it's been nicked by that many people and people have tried to pass it off as their own. It's at 500 million views across all the platforms in the last couple of years. Doesn't bother me because that's what they do. I steal people's videos. You know, I don't now because I get strikes. You get the copyright strike, and I don't want to mess anything up. But please, if you're coming to Thailand, get in touch with me. And people overcomplicate it. I've been to 140 countries. I don't change anything. I go, just don't be and you'll be all right. You know, and don't talk about local politics. Why would you come to a country and talk about their politics to them? All right, if three of us are sitting at the bar and we're talking about Keir Starmer, right? All right, but don't. Aye, and just aye, don't just let's say just give medical insurance. Make sure you can go home if the worst happens, and don't hire a motorbike. Just come here and enjoy yourself. Listen, I do understand in the day and age where, like for argument's sake, if I was going to Ho Chi Minh City tomorrow or next week, I've never been. I want to go. It's about one of the few places in Earth I've not been. I want to go. I would certainly be on YouTube. But at the same time, I'd be like, you know what I mean? Especially in the tourist areas in Thailand, you guys, where's the cheapest breakfast and all that? And they're talking like a difference between 5 pence between places. Like, why are you here? Why are you here? But then again, I suppose you can be on the bones of your backside here or your bones of your back. But Maggie, that it's as simple as that. I didn't want to see because if I swear it, it knows. But I just don't be a fan, Dan. You'll get on fine. It doesn't matter if you're in Sydney, New York, Rio de Janeiro. If you act like a tube, you'll get it. You'll get set. And Thais men like serving phalanges, as we're called, foreigners up. Trust me, I've not. I mean, I've never gotten any. Ever. There was one incident, but I'm not putting it on here. It was just a guy was getting too mouthy with my mate, and it went on for about 15 minutes, and I took care of it. Aye, 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 aye. Aye, there's loads of British expats players. Patty's got loads of them. Robin Hood's brilliant. They're good guys. They had Gaza over recently as well, and Tyson Fury, and the sportsman's dinner. No, I got a full breakfast, no bother. I can go down the beach and get one in the morning, and I keep, what time's it? Not now, but in the morning, but I don't, the thing is, I'm down 7 kilos, even though you can't tell it since I moved back here, I'm down 7 kilos, because I just have one meal a day, really, and nibble. When I was sitting in Troon, just eat fish suppers or sausage suppers, I'd go to Sparrow by Quality Streets and eat them all, up at 3 in the morning for a jobby. The next thing you know, there's a 12-inch pizza oven at 3 in the morning, sitting watching and about eating it, you know. And the thing is, it's not just Thailand, it's Spain, it's Benidorm, it's Ibiza, it's New York. Don't be a tube. And the worst thing in the world, people say, well, in England or in Scotland, we don't do this. And the thing is, when I talk about the tops off mob, it's guys with tens of thousands, even more followers. And there they are walking about town with their tops off and getting into 7-Elevens with their tops off and all that. Thais are very, they don't like it. That's the easy way to put it. No, I don't think that was my mum and dad that taught me, to be honest. But aye. But and it's like, and do you know what I'm seeing online now is where there's fighting all the time as well between people. And I never, ever saw fights in Thailand, even on social media, to the last couple of years. And I blame TikTok, you know. And it's if there's how do I put it? There's stuff more freely available than ever. And you know what that does to people, you know. And it's a shame that there's a video of the day on my YouTube. It's not YouTube, the other one, Instagram, outside my mate's club in Walking Street, and there's two guys going hammer and tongs at it, and a girl, she gets sparked out as well. But aye, I mean, go to the temples and all that. But when you go to a temple, you've got to be respectful. Never touch a monk. Never touch a Thai in the head, and never point your feet at them, because I think that's the same in a lot of countries. And the monks used to kind of intimidate me a wee bit. I find all religious, whether it's a minister or a monk or an imam or that, I find them a bit intimidating. But that's just me. That's a personal thing. But the monks can be good. Like there was a monk at our place used to talk to him about football. He was an Arsenal fan. Because every Thai lad, boy, goes into the monastery for at least 6 months. Is it 6 months once in their life? That's not a bad thing. Teaches them a thing or two. A lot of them go in there and hide from the cops, but anyway, that's not my business. Just no, I can't say that. I was going to say something, but that's quite a few of you on. Thanks for joining in and listening to my crap. Like I say, going oh, excuse me. If you ever want Thailand advice, just message me on here or whatever, and I'll just say I don't know. And when it comes to hotels and all that, no, the best advice you'll get is on there on what a Gonda and what's it called, all that stuff. But the thing is, when I first moved here 20 years ago, it was I think the best we got was 77 baht to the pound, but it was down to 39 at one point. I think it's about 43 now. I don't know what it is. And I never pay attention to the exchange rate because I need to get the money anyway. I mean, I've got a Thai bank account, so I just use what they use now, Wise, and just. It used to be a lot cheaper. But where I live now, it's a lot cheaper. Like a beer in my local here now is. So much is it? £2 for a San Miguel Light or a Heineken or a Sam, or what's the other one? Like, Budweiser, that might be a bit more, but I don't like. But I quite like San Miguel Light because I don't really get that bad a hangover. Because when I was doing my hangover stuff on here, that was my old. Well, it's not my old deck. It's still a local by 33. It's half an hour away, where the other bars are just minutes away. I was drinking cider. And cider just. San Miguel Light just seems to be all right with me. Do you know what I've also get into as well? I seem to be down in bottles of water, like a bottle of water during the night as well, which is a biggie. You always with the electrolytes as well when I come home in my bottle of water. That's always good. Yeah. There's a few stories there. So I'm glad people are. Was it not? I think it touched 81 rings a bell. 81 rings a bell, didn't it? It was 81. That was about, when was that? I was about, when I started seeing Apple, that was about 20 years ago. That was brilliant times, man. Back when we call it 2 week millionaires, man, it was just the best time ever. Don't get me wrong, I know the cliches about Thailand, but it doesn't bother me in the slightest. You bugger. In the slightest. I always like seeing Graham Souness there. The thing is about Thais, you know what they do, and it's not just Thais, it's expats that have got bars and all that. When like, it's still high season now. So what are we? They coming to the end of January, so in about a month's time, that's when it starts to go down with tourists. Do you know what they do once the bars start to get quieter? They put the prices up, the price of beer up. Not here, but in like Pattaya and Bangkok, and you're like, what? Why not bring it down? It's Thai logic. Times is a bit. It's not even Thai. Not as Thais do it as well, but expats that own bars like, well, you putting your bar prices up for when the bar's empty. You know what I mean? But I just owning a bar here, you got to be off your head. Even though it benefits guys like me, you don't have not many bars last, and there's lot of nastiness goes on between the bars as well. But anyway, that's none of my business. As long as the beer's there. But the thing is as well, like see Labua. If you've seen The Hangover, the big hotel in there with the helicopter goes up Labua, I think that's the most expensive hotel in the world for a beer. I think it's about £35 for a pint, even more than Hong Kong. I remember being Herbert up just for the photos and that, and it was where The Hangover was, and seeing a glass of house red. I think that was £50, and it was just all right, we're off. Oh man, no, that was probably yeah, no, yeah, you could do. I mean, I did it. I can do that here. If it's only £2 a beer, or £40. How many beers? That's 20 beers. Now, you know, I mean, no man, I couldn't run a club, Stacey. I DJ in them, but no chance. I've not got the people skills. That kind of people skill. I'm an offshore guy, so it's rough and ready. I can't be nice to people for annoying me. You know what I mean? Just fucking get it done, you cretin. Nah, not for me. No, 10 to 50 years ago, no, I'm talking 20 years ago, it was really cheap. 12 to 15 years ago, the prices were way down. It's when taxing the girl in Man City around the country. I think it was 81. Because I did a 4 month trip when I met her. Oh, you've got me thinking. Where did we stayed in Soy 8R? Aye. But that was a while ago. It's not. It's no. I mean, it's still cheaper than the UK, I suppose. But if you go to the posh places in Bangkok, you're paying. It's but Bangkok's good. Like I don't go to Bangkok that often, but I've never had a bad night in there. But I couldn't live there. It's people don't understand the size of Bangkok's mental, man. See if you include all the little outskirt towns and all that, it probably goes from Glasgow to Edinburgh, and that isn't me exaggerating. The site when you drive into it, when you go up there, man, it's like. But then again, see trying to get around it if you don't use the SkyTrain to go a mile in a taxi can be 40 minutes. Like it's just you can imagine what Bangkok's like, you know. But with a few good nights out there, man, you can get up to all sorts in Bangkok. I remember Brandon Block, and Richie and other guys, man. Well, not Richie. Richie wasn't there, but it was a couple of good nights. Like Danny Rampman was there as well. We lost him, but that was good times. Rangers, what's happening at Rangers? Let's go and see what Twitter's saying. $100% right. What am I saying? Here's one for you, right? Do you know what, right? Forget Celtic, right? Oh, that was mental, wasn't it, man? That was quite. The company that did the rebars just up here, just next to my eldest daughter's house, Chinese owned. No surprise. But what was I going to say? The most entitled fans in football are the most, what they call it, ideas above their station is Tottenham fans. Just, you know, I mean, I'm going to get rid of Thomas Franks. In fact, I think he's just been sacked, isn't he? Right, here's a Rangers thing. Rangers have been given. Wait, hang on. Rangers are reported interested in signing Tovis Kavankara per Football Europa. The 6'2" striker is currently with Borussia Mönchengladbach, has been given permission to find a new club. He joined from Sparta Prague for €10.5 million in 2023. That's on Let's Talk Rangers. They're pretty decent, like those guys. I like them. Listen, that's not me saying that. I've got no idea. I'm just reading it out to you. Keith Jackson stealing my information again. I can't stand it, man. Allegedly, no, I didn't say loan. Hang on. Oh, crap. You've buggered me up, mate. No, it's to sign him. No, it's not a loan. No. But loans are smart. You know, if it doesn't work out, you don't buy them. Look, also, if Olsen doesn't work, that's a save €10 million. Excuse me. There's 61 people now. But no, I've got loans. I know why people get up. But see, at the end of the day, see if loans win as a league, I'll not be complaining about them. Man. No, it's not. What does it say? It's just come up now on Twitter. Hang on. Shanklin's brother tweeted me. I'm just hang on. Bugger. I don't know if you'll be able to see this if I can copy and paste it. Here's the thing about Keith Jackson. Keith Jackson's actually a Rangers fan. I think he will. No, right. I told you in that thing. No, Jackson's. I didn't mean it like that, but I know for a fact Rangers are getting two more in that are absolutely first team starters, and nobody knows who they are yet. Callum Beattie, he's a good bear, man. There we go. Yeah, I'll put the link into it. So we'll see what happens. With Jackson, man, he's just a clown, man. The thing is, he is a Rangers fan. I don't know where he lives. Like I sat next to him. I was Murdo McLeod. It was when I lived in Rotterdam before I moved out here. When Feyenoord beat us that time in the Europa, then they won. They beat Dortmund in the final of the UEFA Cup or whatever it was. Then I had to count when I was actually at it because my mate worked for Feyenoord, the fan shop, and he got me a ticket. And I was flying back to Troon the next day for for a time in Scotland. I was actually sitting next to Murdo McLeod and Jackson. Like Jackson was just an arrogant, like whereas Murdo McLeod was actually quite chatty. Like no, it wasn't Murdo McLeod. It was Tosh McKinley was sitting next to, and he was dead nice by the way. He was real nice. Like the Rangers Archives Facebook page on group's brilliant, man. The guy trying to sell me a Porsche Cayenne. Should I buy it? I'm not. That's a joke, by the way. I can't afford that crap, man. I'm just scrolling here. Like, AK Athens 4, Panathinaikos nil. Always good to see Panathinaikos get gubbed in it with that colour of shit. Absolutely. Yeah, I think so. And so, it makes them man up. Not man up. That's a terrible. I don't mean it like that. Makes them competition is good, but there'll be a good atmosphere. I'm even going to try cans of Crisant Campo. Was that Mexican or Spanish or something like that? Two, two. Because I thought, like I said on the podcast or on the page, that I thought if we get 3 first team stars, which we've got, that'll be good. But I know there's two. I know for a fact there's 2 more coming in. Spanish. I don't really taste of any beer. I just like getting drunk. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a message there. Aye, maybe not the best thing ever. You got my life, ain't you? Oh, what positions? I know, right? What positions to me? I went a forward thinking 9, a forward thinking sort of number 8. The player that Joe Rothwell was supposed to be, a playmaker that can gather the ball up, go forward, and pass it left, right, or through the middle. They're expensive. Aye. Aye. I just get drunk, man. I don't drink in the house. Very rarely I drink in the house alone. When I was in Trinidad, even beer, it was out of date. I know you've said that a few times, Stace, centre back. The thing is, I think in the back we're kind of. Do we have enough? Can look at we've got a great defensive record now. The thing is, Ian, I'm different from you. I don't care about getting rid of players. I'm more interested in what's coming in. We don't need to get rid of players for any reason at all. We've got loads of headroom when it comes to financial fair play. As the club told us, if we're over. But what do we do if we don't get rid of them? You've got to remember it's not that easy. Because these players are probably going to have to take a reduction in wages. And if they've still got 2 or 3 years left, they're going to say, "Nah, I'll stay here, thank you." Maybe, but nah, aye. But we'll see. See that Celtic fan, the entitledness from that lot is quite embarrassing at the moment. The what am I trying to say? The entitlement is unbelievable, man. Guys compare himself with Rosa Parks and all this. One of the most important historical figures ever. Aye, mate, away you go. Yeah, he's a good player. I would sign him as well. I would definitely sign Cornelius. Well, he's still got another 3 years left, 2 years anyway, so it's not a. I'm sure we've talked to him, but yeah, he's here to 2008 as it is. Aye, man. I'm just going to Rangers stuff. Give me a wee second. I'm here. You're right. Watch me. Aye. No, the starting 11 is number one right now. We need to get the number, the starting 11. Because let's be honest, those players are all punching with weight. Asgard, I think he's a slow burner. He's slowly and surely coming on. That's 4 goals in 5 games. Um, the thing about Stevie Davis, that's hard to find. But yeah, I totally agree with it. But yeah, oh, absolutely. I'm not sure about the Cornelius. I'm sure there is. All right, Andrew, there's Andrew. I'm not sure about Cornelius, but somebody can Google it. I see. The thing is, like we've talked about, Stace. The thing with Olsen, that maybe reduces the need for a striker a bit because it gives the option. He's the player that Miovski needed. But then again, if he gets injured, don't say that, man. Don't get injured, please. It will be. It's just an interesting time. Oh, the greatest Joe. I'm just replying. I will sleep over this. Uh, I'm just replying to somebody that's right. Me doing 2 things at once is. Me too. I can't wait to see him. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, hang on. What's it? Yeah. And what we've got to remember about the recruitment guy we've got, what's his name from Liverpool, the ex-Liverpool player. As it stands, he's only here one window because his contract's up in June. We're not bringing a guy in for no reason. Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. I hope he gets a couple tomorrow night. Um, I know, man. I know. I don't think Beckham's having the best day of his life ever, but aye. There is. He's slowly getting there, Ronnie. He's slowly getting there. I think there's confidence growing. And like when you saw it, I mean, it was mentioned in one of I think it was Stevie and Four Lads. He said something along the lines of when he scored the other night, he's just like that. It was almost as if it was a pressure relief. Oh, he has a marquee signing, an absolute marquee signing, big time, large, big time, man, big time. All right, Bob. Look, there's a lot you on. Please, if you're on, see my YouTube. That one, woohoo! Frankie Jers, if you could go and like that or follow that, all that crap, you know what to do. That would be wonderful. There's a new button appeared here in this. Add your notes here. Yeah, it could well be. It could well be Scott Emmer, the Norway manager, says that. Yeah, because he's come off the bench. He scored 5, didn't he, in a game for Norway? I think it was a game against Gibraltar or something like that. But doesn't matter. It's 5 goals. And these guys, they read social media because they don't do a lot in a day. They've got a lot of spare time in their hands. And all these players were brought up on social media, so it's not like old farts like me. I think it was what age was that? 28, 29 when it started to gather pace. Well, the message boards. So it's interesting to see. They'll read. I'm sure a lot of the Rangers players have burner accounts on Twitter and Instagram and reply to stuff that we're saying. You know what I mean? I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Because yourself, they've got to be careful with saying social media. It's an echo chamber. It's amplified 10 million times. Or he said that, or he liked this comment. You know. Yeah, I'm not really bothered about the haircut, but just keep doing what he's doing, plodding along. I know plodding along makes it sound, but aye. Just keep doing what he's doing at the moment because he's doing all right. The boy's doing all right. What you want, cat? You want to see the hamster? There's another one of the cats in. Isn't it something with the David Cooper one? And it doesn't matter who it was against. It was just like, holy cow, man. Aye. And it came out. We didn't know he could do that though as well, John. That was the thing. It's not as if he's has he been has he done that in the past? Has he pinged any yet? Exactly. 4 goals in 5 games. That's all right. What's Stacey saying? That's a ladies' thing. That. I would rather not, but of course we do. We're a selling club. But the thing is, see when people say we're a selling club, as if it's a bad thing. There's only about 6 teams in the world that aren't selling club. Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, the two Spaniards. The rest, they're all selling clubs. All the Italians, all the top Italian teams are selling clubs. So that's I think Barcelona. Yeah, I think you can actually add Barcelona to that at the moment because I think they're I think they're in the best financial position ever, are they? Or maybe that's past now. Now they've got what's it called? Who's their sponsor again? You know what I mean. But I see people are complaining about service on Jet2. You paid a fiver for a flight. What do you expect? Oh, so that's right. So he is Lewis Ferguson. Aye. Yeah. Spotify. There you go, Ronnie. Aye. Aye. Well, if they're right, listen, Rangers will sell. Aye. If it comes in, I don't think the thing is we're in a position. Give me a second. What's this? Just WhatsApp. See the desktop WhatsApp, man. Uh, Kenny says, well, there's a chats there. Right, sorry, I can't do two things at once, so I was just WhatsApping. But I think Rangers. You've got to remember that Rangers don't think about all this, but I mean, obviously we talk about this kind of stuff. Rangers have thought about all that. Maybe I mean, what's that? Half 11. I think so as well, Ronnie. I think it's quite a good looking sponsor. We've still got one more year with Umbro. I want to go to Adidas after that, but aye. I'd be good to get that man. We'll play. Red Bull will be a good sponsor. What people don't realise they're a Thai is they're majority owned by the Thai family. I think they're the second richest family in the country. The Red Bull you get here, like you might have seen me posting on my personal account, man. The wee bottles of medicine, man. I'd won the day and I didn't crash out at all the day, and that's because of that stuff. If Red Bull come in as well, you might find they want the. Oh, I don't know about that. I can see Ibrox getting sponsored, like getting changed into the Red Bull Arena or something like that. But we'll still call it Ibrox. It doesn't bother me that. Still another 3 hours to go before the Champions League. Probably not. I mean, I find Arsenal's my English team, and Arsenal into Milan's that's certainly an interesting a tie. You know, and Arsenal are playing extremely well this year, as you know. But I've got the Rangers game tomorrow night, and at the end of the day, I'll be doing the podcast with we Stacey and all that. They get humped the other night, something like 40 to 4. They get absolutely battered, Stacey. The link with Max Lowe, I've never even heard that one, but aye, fair dues. Max Lowe, I don't know who that is, but I'll believe you. Invite friends. Aye, that's another one. See, a lot of you that follow my page, or comment the page, so many of you don't follow. If everyone that I've sent an invite to accepted it, I'd be about 250,000 follows by midnight. Well, maybe not midnight, but not far off it. The Shankill Road Supporters Club. He does the Sunderland one, but don't know. It's just I just like the buzz of the place now, and we're professionally owned now. Not and what Club 1872 are doing is good. Like they're very divisive. I've got 2 lifetime things with them. I think it was either 250 or 500. I can't remember each, but I know that's the thing. I mentioned that in this morning's video. It's like, hi. I mean, would we be in this position with Gerrard or Muscat? And you're like, who knows? Who knows? John, I can't disagree with that. I don't. The people, I remember this strip. So I said, this is boring. The third strip's the one that you do all this stupid stuff on, that somebody's power vomited on a black canvas or something like that. It's after eating 7 pizzas and a kebab. It's the Rangers strip's blue, and I hate this stuff that we're playing. Who did we play the other day? And we played in the away kit, that third kit, and Hibs we played in the orange kit. That's annoyed me. That really annoyed me. That I know Umbro we've got to, but when we renegotiate the next contract, and we don't need 4 strips, we only need 3. I seen the other day, I was seeing the thing in Barcelona. They're under 18s or something. I've got their own training top for match days that Nike are releasing, and you're like, come on to grips, man. I understood why he's a winner. He's winning championships all over the place. That's why. That's what I thought. Was it Aberdeen? Was it Ronnie? Maybe you're right there, Ronnie. The on strip. I was like, oh man. I like this strip. The one there we go, Aberdeen Navy Blue. But we played Hibs in the on strip, didn't we? But the one I liked, remember the Umbro one where we won at Kilmarnock with Kyle Lafferty? I liked that because that was a unique strip. They made it just for us and us only. Nobody else got that strip, that chassis. The NTL one was good. The first McEwen's lager was good. The Nike NTL one was with Arthur Newman. That's the first play that comes into my head. We've always had red in our top, Ian. We've always red in the Rangers strip for the most part. I like it. But yeah, fair dues. But aye. Oh, thank you. Cheers, man. That's feels all right. Thank you. The Jenner one with the gold lettering, aye. The Jenner one. Oh God, you got me thinking now. Oh, aye. There's one. I've got it. It's right there in that cupboard over there. Not that you can see it. I know, but I like that. The red's part of me because my first strip was the one with from the 70s. And we don't need to change the strip every year. I know we do, but we don't. We should do it every 2 years. And that was a good one as well. That was our first sponsor. The 55 season, that was good. Yeah. The 55 strip. But that was just a one-off. We only won it the last game of the season, didn't we? We only won it one game of the season, I think, didn't it? I've got it through there. I can't really stand up because the next time I stand up, I'm going through their shower bed, farting a cat's head to get it to move. A joke. You just look at me. The pinch set, I can't see it. I can't see us doing that. That would cause a few bit of grief. It was all right. Like, I know the one you mean. Yeah. I liked the away strip that year, the white one with the pinstripe. I think it was a blue. It was 2 tight blue and red pinstripes. Hi, man. Come on. All right. I'm just checking about here. I'm here like I'm just looking around to see what's happening. You think about you all the time. Oh, there we go. What's that? Shit. Hang on. Oh shit, what have I done? Honestly, I do some stupid stuff on here, man. Mad fart. Aye, that was a good one. That was a real good one. Aye, there we go, George. George Square will be good this time if we win the league. I feel I get that. We're not different. Come on. Evening, Gary. How you doing? Is that time in it? What time is it? That's coming up for midnight. So what's that? 5 UK time ish. Good. It was. Aye, because long sleeves were hard to get, weren't they? That was quite a modern new thing. Oh, I don't like round necks at all in any strips. I don't. I actually like this strip, the one now. I quite like that. That's right. They don't like getting reminded of that, Ronnie, that they'd red, white, and blue on the strips. What are you on about red, white, and blue? Well, People's Ford someday absolutely messed up there because all they needed to do was put that in black or something like that because we'd have known who it was, but that was brilliant. Oh, I don't like talking about that. What one was that? Whatever. Oh, I'm not going to go at you there, by the way. Just I don't like talking about those times. I just put that down in those low leagues in the back of my head because it wasn't good. It was awful, to be honest with you. But aye. Mm-hmm. I remember a few. What? I see. Remember the Gaza one, the RFCL fruit and all that, and the Adidas there. I didn't like that at all because I remember I was in the Royal Navy at the time, and we were. I think what ship was on? I think it was actually on HMS Glasgow. We were in Gibraltar, and we were playing. I was playing for the ship against I'd been the army or something like that. The actual stadium that the Rangers played in, and I remember I had that on. I must have been playing fives or something like that if I had that on, and it just annoyed me. It just annoyed me. Ali's brilliant, man. That makes sense. Stacey's. We're just talking in our WhatsApp group. The thingy. Stacey's saying that she managed to get a kip in the way back from Australia. See, when you're on a flight, man, and you get the 360 yourself, man, it's just a godsend. I see. I know a lot did, but I didn't like it. Red and black one. I'm trying to remember that one. Oh, this thing. The one there. I've got it here. That one. That the one you mean you hated? It's an acquired taste. I've only got it because I think I was going through Glasgow Airport. I better fold this properly. She'll kill me. Um, Sorry, I'm here. I know what. The only reason I've got that red and black thing is red and whatever it is because when I was going through Glasgow Airport, it was a tenner or something. Because most of the strips, I don't pay the full price. So I wait till I'm going through an airport and they're cheap. But I've got the home strip because I bought the home strip when I went through Glasgow Airport coming through here. And for my grandson, I bought him the full kit. It was 50 quid for him, man. Aye. Aye, yeah. Aye, but the thing is, those strips it did apparently did sell well. So, but those strips are aimed at. They've got a market. Those strips, our Ranger strips. I know. I talking about Hearts here. Yeah, I know Hearts. They were a let's. I mean, it benefits us, but they were a sore one the last. See my pink trainers. Oh, that's Amster. You can see the pink trainers. Those Adidas ones. They cost a fortune as well. Berlin or something like that. Right, I was just showing off there, but I did fold it back proper because she doesn't kill me, but she does kind of get a bit. Yeah. No, I wouldn't discount Hearts just yet, but they've had a sore one with Shankland and what's his name, the other boy that's out. The purple one. I did like, was it Umbro? The red, white stripe one was Adidas. That was all right. I know it was just different, Ronnie. I know it wasn't because I don't, but I didn't. I never used to buy strips because don't take this wrong. I thought, why is an adult buying a football strip? I was one of them. Oh, it's only for kids, but no, it's not. But yeah, but it's like it's bringing one out every year, man. But it's back in the day though, it was every 2 years. I mean, when I was a kid, when it was Admiral and all that, we actually owned Admiral, or David Murray did, and I think they were every 3 years back then. Because I think did Brentford not do it recently, whereas they waited a year. They had a strip for 2 years just because they know the financial burden on people. But it's the amount of other stuff that people buy out. But see, at the end of the day, you just turn into your kid and say no. I know that's not easy at times, but you've got to. Right, yeah, yeah. We've all got memories for the strips, in it. There's so many memories. Like, they did this one with the things when Haley scored against Aberdeen to win the league. That was all right. That's but we actually owned them. Remember with Diodora, we actually it wasn't actually Diodora that made the strips. Rangers made the strip themselves. Diodora or just a sponsor. They were. I didn't really like them strips actually. The look of them. That's right. Yeah. Aye. It is though. Aye. That's it. I like this kind of chat. Like just going down memory lane. I've got trainers here that you can't get, man. Which ones? Oh, I've got a few here, Ronnie. Yeah, I've got the old 700s. These are the best trainers ever, the Direct 600s. And then these ones, the Bravo ones, the German ones. They're going for a fortune on eBay now as well. Out in the box. I've got Bathing Ape ones there as well. Bathing Ape, Reebok, Bathing Ape, Asics, Bathing Ape, New Balance specials. What's the other trainers? There's other ones through there as well. But aye. Frankie on Rangers News. Rangers might be getting. We might well be. We might well be. But I've not heard anything solid, so I won't put it on the page until I know it's. I'm gonna do this man as well, but I like. I've got Bathing Ape Reeboks there that are nice. That's what they are. They're Tarzans, both of them. Aye. Aye. Oh, I've got my trainers. See the ones that I left in Scotland, man. Aye, you get good stuff out here. By the way, I know people think it's fake and all that. I'm not the biggest Nike person, but I nearly bought a pair of the Nike Jordan Travis. Was it Travis Scott ones? I do like them, but aye, I'm kind of. I don't really. I'll show you I like these, by the way. The bathing apes. And you see they've got the ape on the thing. Can you see it? The ape, I don't think you can quite see it. The ape is there. Where is he? There. They're going for a mini fortunes where they're so comfortable, by the way. Oh, hamster. The hamster just died, I think. I know they're a bit, but I do like them Travis Scott ones, the purple, the yellow ones, and the kind of olive greens. But they're how much are they? They are, what's that? Like they're about 500 quid here. I'm like, nah, I'm all right. The thing is, right, the rumours you put up about the boy, what was that from? Adidas Lego trainers. Right. All right, I know they're all right then. Some of them, aye. Hang on a minute. Where is it? The boy from Leeds. Like I've been told that as well, but I don't put stuff like that on the page until I'm sure, because you just, if it goes wrong, you just get dogs abuse. And I think I've got a semi decent people. Well, I don't, whatever. You know what I mean? See, this is weird. This is what spooks me. Talking about trainers, I just went on my Facebook page here, and there's an advert for Nike already, and I've not clicked on anything Nike for weeks. Aye, I like 600s, but I like them. The GL 6000s, the purple ones, the purple ones. Nearly all I've got is what you guys know. I've not got any inside info that I never do get. Well, I did the other week about these two coming in off somebody that I trust, but I don't know who they are. I don't know who it is. No, the trainers are alright. I leave hamsters there. My bloody daughter bought the hamster, then left it with us, a little fart. But anyway, kids, she's a good egg. Well, you eat the young one. Aye. Yeah. Don't like Elon Musk, man. He's just. I'm here late. I'm just reading something in a meeting and doing things at the same time. Where am I? Right, cheers, Stacey. See you tomorrow for the usual pre-match thing about 90 minutes before and all that. Maybe it is. I don't know, man. I do like Forest Hills. I liked, what was the other Forest Hills? It was, they did a second. Oh, it wasn't Forest Hill Super or something like that. But I liked them. I don't know. I don't even know how much they claim to have in the bank, John. I don't pay that much attention to them. I know we've got more access to more money for a fact, but I. Oh, it's midnight here now, man. Oh, man. Like I say, I've got no idea what Celtic have in the bank, and we've got more though. Trust me. But the thing is, we're at a stage now, going back. Now that we're in the position we are, if Rangers look at somebody, the media is just going to say, well, so Rangers, so are the Goblins. So it's one of them, and it's a good thing. But if you sit there and if you're agent or something like that, you're going to say, no, go to Rangers, man. They're in a much better place. The players aren't getting abused. Rangers are in a better place, let's be honest. Like I say, what's his name? Ewan Cameron, the Jambo the night. I saw him in a podcast or his radio station, whatever. He says he feels that Rangers are the favourites now. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I don't care either. We're better than them. It's just imagine winning the league, man. It's just. I mean, would that be the best? It's going to be up there with one of the best ever, isn't it? I mean, 55, we had to win that to stop them getting 10 in a row. We had to, and we did. But the stadium's terrible. It was built in cheap as well. That's what they forget about. I know for a fact, like, it's not got long left either before it starts failing everywhere. Stop rubbing your eye, boy. Good luck to them, man. Good luck to them. Smelly people. And they said something I shouldn't. That's the thing about being live, you can't take it back. I mean, they had to. And it wasn't well made either. You still get stanchions hanging up. They had to shut the stadium for ages, didn't they? Or stands because they couldn't sell tickets. They still have to do that. Yeah, I don't care. I don't. Hearts are a rival. Uh-huh. See, so do you ever? Did you ever look at these on Facebook pages? The African accounts, man. Some of them have got millions, man, and they talk absolute garbage. Ibrox is a great state. Ibrox is built to be future proofed as well. Way before time, we were way ahead of the game in the UK. I think so, John. Aye. From what I understand, Martin Neil's getting a bit of abuse as well. That's right, Ronnie. They did. It did. Well, 100% it did. But anyway, it is filth, and it is a honking place. It's a honking jobby. That's funny. That man, that guy changed his mum's name to honking jobby or something like that. I'm getting tired here, actually. The amount of DMs I get, man. It's nice, like, but I think Martin Neil's quite a good pundit. I listen to him when he's talking football. Cheers, Johnny. Good night. Let's see, that's at midnight 01, so it's tomorrow now. I'm in your tomorrow. There's quite a few people on, man. Oh, excuse me. You think you think about me all the time. Brilliant, innit? Yeah, it's just the way he is. Like I can't dislike the man, to be honest with you. He is who he is. And another guy, I tell you what, I know it might not go down well. See, when Lennon talks, I can listen to Lennon. I think he's quite fair in his commentary and his punditry. Yeah, aye. See, that's what I've picked up, Gary. There is a bit of that going on, like that he might be the man in the middle, and he's got to play a balancing act. Well, even better for us, isn't it, man? Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I don't think that bad. See the hands across the water, lads, and make sure you go and go and follow them. They've got a good question out. Who was the greatest duo, Laudrup and Gaza or McCoist and Haitley? These are the kind of things that keep me awake at night. Aye, Lennon's who he is. He's a Celtic man through and through. Doesn't like us, but from what I've been told, he's actually meant to be quite a decent person in real life. He's a good crack, but because mind him and Gerard live next door to each other in the West End, out near Ashton Lane or whatever it was. And I think Rangers and Celtic get flats in the same building, but aye. And Lennon, he gives it tight to Celtic or not, didn't he? Because he's on one of my he's on ESPN. I think it's ESPN. I get here or something like that, and I don't mind him. The one Craig Burley's on ESPN here, man. He's just changed the channel. But the thing is, at that moment in time, Ian, I am the walnut, sorry. At that time, we were. Oh, they're great, man. They've had me on a few times. Like, they're two good guys, two brothers, and just, I mean, we all know the Northern Ireland connection with Rangers massive. I mean, what is it? There's a statistic. Is it 20% Ibrox 20% Ibrox Rangers from across the water on match days or something like that? Yeah, and Lennon's all right, man. Oh, God. See, this question, right? See, there's one thing you'll notice I've never done in the page is asking all-time Rangers 11 because I get actually dead agitated with it. I don't know if it's an ADHD thing with me or something like that, but I can't ask it because I changed my mind. But man, we're out much more credit. And that's 4 people in it. Souness for me. Because Souness is my number one, but it's got to be Greg, Souness, McCoist. Oh, I hate you, man. Goff or the goalie or I'm going to ban you, Alan. I'm joking, by the way, but you know what I mean. It's that's as you can see, it gets me going. There's a few could go up there. It's different, and it's a difficult one, isn't it, Andrew? It's but my number one would be Souness because Souness changed everything. And when he arrived that day at Ibrox, I'll never forget that. I was in Bellahouston Park with my pals playing football under the high flats. And Sam McMahon, my dad came in. Looking back on it now, it was unusual. The two of them turning up, what's going on here? And then he said, "Look, Graham Souness signed." And at the age I was more. It was more the fact that Graham Souness signed as a footballer because that was the time he was. He was past his best. He was still brilliant. And then it was. That's a difficult one, isn't it, Ian? I'm going to. See, you're not asking these questions, man. It's I don't know, man. It's Mount Rushmore, Rangers and Mount Rushmore. But I mean, how far back do you go? Is it only the people you've seen, or do we go to Mr. Struth, the founding fathers? It's a difficult one. But in my lifetime, it was Souness. Souness, McCoist. Souness, McCoist, Goff, and the goalie. Oh, fuck. Honestly. You see what it's done to me, man. That's fried my brain. I hate these questions. It's It's like when you guys ask what's your starting 11 going to be, I just don't ask it. I know that's the thing, Ronnie. But before my time, like Mr. Greg is rightly Mr. Rangers, and he is. He for all Souness is my greatest ever Ranger. It's because I saw what he did. But I know Mr. Greg is rightfully in that. Ball. That's class, that man. I know it's a Goff, Gorham, Ferg, Barry, Laudrup, McCoy, Bo Anderson. That was brilliant that night, man. And that same game, because I had a season in the Govan front or Sandy Jardine front. Remember when it was the Canio was through and he was called offside against the goalie at the Cotton Road. The goalie hit him twice in the back of the head with the ball, man. Another time there was a Rangers Celtic from Ibrox. I think it was a 3 o'clock kickoff, but it doesn't matter. And I remember the Canio was through and goal at because my season was about in line with the 18-yard box at the Broomloan Road end. And the Canio was through on the goalie, right? And I was hyped up and I shouted, "Shoot!" Just through what Rangers Celtic games do to you, fries you, didn't it? And I was like, "Shoot! What are you fucking doing, man? What are you doing?" Aye. Um, but what's the time now? I've been on here nearly 2 hours, 10 minutes just talking mince. All these that have joined in, thank you and all that. Should I go for my shower now? Water smell. Oh God, I know it's difficult. I mean, water's got to be up there. I'm talking about players, though, about Walter. I mean, if you're talking like that, it's got to be Struth, Walter, Greg, and Souness. But there's so many. Then there's Moses McNeil. It's really that's a mad one. Why was that? Wait, I mean, you don't need to say where you worked in case you get in trouble. But that's you must have worked in the public sector, or I know. No, what's the best duo? Gaza and all right, okay. I know, and I understand why that, but there's an age thing here as well. It depends what age you are. Yeah, but there isn't one single player or manager anyone will mention that you can argue against. They've all got their place. They've all given us moments in time that were unbelievable. There's just like when Rangers score against, especially in European games or against that moment, that 40 seconds of just sheer emotion and elation. There's nothing better than it. Nothing better. I really said something else there, but I didn't. There's nothing better, man. When that ball hits the back of the net and the whole stadium just diving about, jumping about with people you don't know, and just yeah. No, I get Walter's up there absolutely. The Walter Smith, definitely, aye. Oh, sorry. I can play sounds here. I just found this. Sorry. Right, I'll stop messing about. A child. Oh no, Alan. I don't. No, Alan, don't worry. It gets the chat going. Aye, no, it's not. I don't. When I say I hate questions, I don't hate them. It's just, you know what I mean. Oh, okay, right. Fair dues. Safely, man. Aye, Safely. There's a blast from the past. He was. He was just a good guy, a good person, a good person. A Rangers man through and through. Lived. He didn't play for us, but he did the next best thing. I just and apparently I think there's is it who was his? Oh, he went to Liverpool. What's the player? He was on TV the day. He does a lot of podcast stuff now. He played for Blackpool, Rangers, Liverpool. Oh, how much I say? Anyway, Charlie Adam. Because I remember that he said, I remember he was on a podcast with Barry Ferguson or something like that, and but Charlie Adam was saying that Celtic Rangers were 3-0 against Celtic. It was a few minutes ago, and Charlie Adam did the no-look pass, and apparently when they were into the change room at 90 minutes, the first thing Walter did was tear a strip off him. Like, it didn't matter, we beat Celtic 3-0. It was about being Rangers class, and you don't do that. Even though we loved it, it was like, I get that. I actually get why Walter said that. It's hands across the water. Oh, hang on. I know. The thing this is right. This is a kind of dodgy subject because it can cause arguments. See, when we had those great teams, we were crap in Europe. You know what I mean? And that's something that's forgotten, and rightly so. We should forget it, but listen, the Rangers Rabble are on. Go and watch those guys. They're brilliant. I'm going to go to my scratch. I'm going to go for a shower. Any Celtic fans lurking? If you don't know what a shower is, Google it. I know Christmas is past. So thanks. So I've been on, what's that, 2 hours, 40 minutes, just talking crap, and it was brilliant just talking to you lot. So I'm going to go to my bed. I'll stick something mad on YouTube. Do you know what I've been watching on YouTube? Do you know my rabbit hole? I've done this before. See the storm chasers in the States. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, man. I like watching stuff like sort of is obscure the right word? Obscure stuff like that. Absolutely brilliant. So like the Rangers Rattler on, go and watch those lads there, but I really like listening to them. Like I say, shower, bed. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen.